I put a smile on my face for the show. Don't worry. I won't be all mopey and shit.
Stop it!
Yeah.
I was like, is he looking at me? I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep going.
He's going. Then you brought your second hand up, like, oh, I'm about to go in now. Like,
I'm about I really was too. I was about to. Stop it. Oh man. Because you looked at me and I was like, well, maybe he's looking at Ray. Because Ray, you know, saying that he's sad. So I'm going to do this. Ain't nobody paying me no mind.
I'm about to cheer him up right now. Ray. You ready? So why are colds bad criminals?
Colds? Like achoo?
Like the...
Achoo?
Yeah, why are they?
Yeah, like sickness cold.
Because they weren't in the Osmosis Jones movie?
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. Why?
Because they're easy to catch.
That's pretty good.
That's stupid.
How do penguins build its house?
How do
does a
penguins
penguin build its house?
Oh shit! One ice brick at a time. I don't know what.
It glues it together.
I like that one too. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, fuck, man.
Hey, so what do this one? I know Mingo's probably gonna be able to get this one because he ran track before.
Okay.
So what do sprinters eat before a race?
I don't know what.
Nothing. They fast.
Yeah, that's probably the best one out of all of them. That's pretty damn good.
They fast.
I like it. Nothing. They fast. Yeah.
I'm gonna save the rest of them. I'm not gonna keep going. I can keep going, but I don't know.
So you don't even have any counter ones out this week.
Time for. I thought you were gonna do it. I was trying to say it when you said it, but I was.
What time is it? What's it for?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it or not? Damn it!
I was trying to do it when you do it. Like I was trying to copy. I'm trying to wait to see when your mouth was gonna move. I was gonna say, "What you drinking?"
I got
excited. Do it when you did.
Thinking you was gonna do the introduction that time. I was like, oh.
No, it's your thing. You got it. It's a special one today, so
it's time for what you drinking.
What you drinking?
Yeah.
I got this little guy right here.
Brought to you by Get Nerdy.
It's not a little guy.
It's a
big guy.
And you gotta have his friend. Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure this is the good thing for the show.
What does this make?
Incredible Hulk.
Makes the show go crazy?
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk. In the Incredible Hulk glass. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's oh my God, he just drunk it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Incredible Hulk.
It's my drink. No ice. Straight liquor.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.
Welcome back. This is episode 35.
35.
Yeah. Getting on up there.
Yeah. Up there like my age.
Keep rolling.
Damn it.
I'm your boy Snake.
I'm Mingo D.
And of course, I am the Hammer.
Hammer time.
No hammer time right now. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. That's special occasion stuff. Yeah.
All right. Big D, take it away.
Yo! They are my favorite nerds and nerdettes and nerd kids and nerd old folks and nerd people. How you doing out there? Today, I'm going to tell you a story. Actually, I'm not going to tell you a story. But, actually, no, I am going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story about an application that was so great, had great ambition, and then died. Remember this date, December 1st. Why is that day so important? The day is so important because I just got a notification that's telling me that Quibi has been destroyed, been canceled, been deleted, gone kaputs. It's gone. It's out of here. They have pretty much said that they're shutting down. Apparently, the streaming service for your phone just wasn't able to handle the pandemic. The reason for the streaming service, that if you watch the shows, you better watch the shows. It was pretty much you take your phone, you go on the train, you can watch a movie, TV show, whatever you want to do. Little 15-minute, 6-minute shows, 30-second shows, whatever. You can be at the hair salon around all your friends. You don't like what Snake's doing. I don't want to watch what Snake's doing. I want to watch him play games, watch anime. Well, I'm going to watch my stuff on my phone. What's Hammer doing over here? I don't want to watch that. What? It's boring. No. Because of the pandemic, things have changed. People are staying home. People are doing more Zoom calls. People are watching more things on the big streaming giants, and Quibi could not keep up. So after December 1st, Quibi will already be gone. In fact, I think it's already out of the app stores. So no Google Play, no Apple App Store. As for me, as I said, for December 1st, I still have an account, so I still can watch the last of the goodness that it does have. But after that, it's going to fade away completely. So for everyone who wanted to watch it, if you have it, go now. Go watch everything you can from it. What will come from Quibi? I don't know. That would depend on the creators. Will they ship their stuff to Hulu? Will they go to YouTube TV? That's something to think about. Maybe I will let you guys know more. In the meantime, let's go to a better app that's dealing with something that's a little bit more free. Speaking of free, this is an app called Movies, the Movies Anywhere app. This app pretty much, it takes everything from all of your sites, from Hulu, from Disney Plus, from Vudu, from any of these places where you download and buy movies, from Google Play, from iTunes, and they're able to put into one seamless collection. So if let's say you bought, I don't know, The Matrix from Hulu, but you couldn't find The Matrix 2, and you bought The Matrix 2 from Netflix, and you wanted to put them on one platform, and you couldn't figure out how to do it on your computer. You're like, what am I doing? Trying to figure this out. It's just not working. It's just going crazy. What to do? You go and you download the Movies Anywhere app, and you can put all of these movies into one cohesive design. It's completely free. There's no subscription fees. There's no annual fees. There's nothing. Only thing you have to do is just download the app and then buy a movie from whatever digital platform, and then put it there, and it will always be there. You can even share it with friends. You share your movie list with friends and tell people, hey, look at the movies that I'm watching. I'm watching John Wick 2. You should come watch John Wick 2 off my platform. Here is my profile. Boom, boom, boom. And you can share profiles. It is something that everyone, I think, should get into. And I think it's really good that people are taking more free platforms. And maybe they should do something like that with TV. Maybe TV Anywhere, or shows anywhere. I have no idea. Maybe games anywhere. Maybe that's already happened. Maybe there's a place or something. Maybe some game system like Microsoft or something like that will make a pass with games or something that you can just get. It might not be free at first, but maybe you can. I don't know, whatever. I'm talking things that aren't maybe true. Who knows? I don't know, whatever. Maybe we'll find out one day. But those are the things that you should get into. Movies Anywhere app, and if you have Quibi, go watch it before it disappears because it's leaving. In fact, it might already be gone. You might look at your computer screen or your phone actually, and it might not be there anymore. So sad. Speaking of things that have been canceled, there's as of November 11th, Rotten Tomatoes have put out the renewed and canceled TV shows. I'm not gonna go through all the renewed shows. I'm gonna go through a couple of canceled shows, such as Netflix's Altered Carbon. If you remember when Snake was at home watching the whole world of TV and movies, pretty much stealing my job. Yeah, you. Stealing my job, watching everything. He watched Altered Carbon and he loved it. They're canceling it. Honestly, I really don't know why. I've been down this road before where I've had a TV show that. Well, there's reasons for it, and I've been down this road before where I've had TV shows that I've liked, and it's not necessarily about what I like or what Snake likes or what even Hammer likes, or it's pretty much about, does the majority of people like it? Is it bringing in views? Is it good? Or maybe maybe the main character left. Who knows? But it's been canceled and Lost in Space, which kind of upset about that one because, it was a very, very beautiful girl on the show. But, maybe she'll be on something else better. So, and there's plenty more. Go to the Rotten Tomatoes website and look up all the shows. You might find things. Judge Judy. Did you know that's ending? Did you know that? I know. Cops. Really? Cops?
Judge
That's
Judy,
been like, I was
100
like,
years old.
yeah. And now they're finally ending the show. I remember I was this little. No jokes, sir. Hey, I'm watching. I was this little and Judge Judy. I remember Cops. I remember bad boy. What you want? What you want? What you gonna? Y'all know the song. Hey, stop with the jokes. Stop with the jokes. But anyway, y'all remember the song. And now he did nothing. And now Cops is ending, and
you just said
and more. So
Cops. I have an opinion about that, but go continue on.
yeah, so that's just but all of these different shows are ending. It's not as many as when TV was a actual thing, before the pandemic, but there's still a lot of good shows you guys might like that are ending. So go look that up. That's all, and that's pretty much it for me, guys. So but I'm still curious though. Like I said before, Quibi's ending. That was a nice little app that was on your phone. They're the streaming giants are canceling shows, which is kind of weird. And then the Movies Anywhere app, which is about freedom and putting things out there on the web. I mean, now it just makes me wonder what's going to happen with the gaming industry and maybe the anime industry. Who knows? But maybe we'll find out. That's all I got. Hammer, what do you think?
I think it's sad, first of all, that Quibi's going away. I thought Quibi was a really good idea. The concept of like 5-minute episodes at a time and all that good stuff. I thought it was neat. It was definitely something to do. Being that you're in a pandemic, if you have to be out somewhere, if you're a doctor, or, whatever, you could watch like shows on your phone. I thought it was a neat idea. I'm surprised, but not surprised that it's not going to make it through the pandemic because, again, it was like convenient television in the palm of your hand. Think they would have been able to, kind of make it, but of course, I guess they couldn't really record anything like they wanted to because of COVID. So you kind of run out of content, which makes sense. So I mean, kind of sad, but in all of the sadness that is the loss of Quibi, we had launches of next gen. Well, I guess now is now current gen because it is here. It is now here. Yes, new Xbox, new PlayStation. available for retail. Well, you probably can't find one right now, but it was released. All the pre-orders were sent out, and it's been kind of interesting. It's kind of what myself as a gamer, Snake, Mingo, a lot of the guys we play games with. It's about what we expected. There's always things at the beginning with launch. There's always issues. It's always a thing. I can't remember last time there was an actual console launch and nothing was wrong. You got to go back to like Nintendo 64 to even think something was released and didn't have an issue. And I'm pretty sure Nintendo 64 probably had some problem, but being how young I was then, I really didn't care. I just wanted the damn game, so it didn't matter. But so I'll start with Xbox. Obviously, they launched and it got a huge response. People, are saying that it's a way beyond its time. There's lots of good things that are happening as far as Xbox, but then there was the issues that they were having on the Xbox on the Series X. Uh, there's an issue with the disk drive, which is expected. You know what? I'm at a point with disk drives where I expect it to be a thing. I'm moving my mic up a little bit because I'm slouching. I don't like to slouch. It, it's sad to say, but I expected it to be a problem. Every time, like even on my Xbox One, the disk drive gives me problems every once in a while. It'll take in a disk and then it's like it doesn't quite make it all the way into where it needs to be to start reading it. So it'll just make this weird noise and then nothing will happen. I have to eject the disk and redo it. And that was like that from the moment I got it. Like the moment I got it, it was doing it. So the fact that this is happening with the consoles, with the Xbox, it's not a surprise to me. I feel like they really are getting close to the point where they need to just ditch uh discs, just ditch them and get rid of disk drives altogether and download everything. It's way more convenient. I understand there are some people that still like physical copies of stuff, but getting in a day and age where it's just way easier, maybe more convenient to just you know make that bad boy download, get it, and be done. Like honestly, it's kind of pointless. So, but that was due to Xbox. They're having some technical difficulties, and you know it's been kind of a unique type of launch because it's still being praised. Like people like it. It's just it's got that going on for it. There was a video surfacing around that said one caught on fire. That's not true. That's false. There's no way it just caught on fire. It started smoking or whatever. That's not true. And they actually had to put out an ad. They had to put out not an ad, but they had to put out a little story that asked people not to vape into the damn Xboxes. So I don't know why this would be a thing, but apparently it is. If you have a new Xbox or a new PlayStation, don't sniff don't blow all your vape into it and think it'll be cool and make a video. It's dumb. It's not true. We know it's not burning up. Stop it. It's dumb. It shouldn't have to put out a story telling you not to do that. You'll destroy your system. But apparently it was a thing. Now, PlayStation, on the other hand, um, they didn't have their launches had been just terrible to them, but they've had some weird quirky things, like they had the console in the store that, completely shut down. They've had some PlayStations completely die, just stop working and did not turn back on. And that's the end of it. Like just that's all. Um, so that's the thing. Again, it's kind of one of the reasons why I know for a fact I don't buy like lunch. I don't buy at lunch. I always wait till like the beginning of the year, let them get all the weird bugs and stuff out, and then I go buy a new console. So not until about I say February, March, uh, will you see me at least with a new console. Like I don't feel like I have a need for it, and I have to wait until all the bugs are out. I don't want a system with all the bugs. I just can't. It drives me nuts. So that's that. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Just as a quick note, I looked at the review. I haven't had a chance to do the whole thing, but IGN gave it 8 out of 10, and they're calling it one of the best in the series ever, which is huge because you're talking about Black Flag, which was probably Black Flag is arguably the favorite of the entire thing. Black Flag was awesome. I'm pretty sure Snake, you played Black Flag, right? Do you play some of that? Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You never played any. It's fucking. It's
No.
ridiculous. It's pirates. It's you can get on the ship as you're a pirate, but you're an assassin, and it's dope. It's one of the better ones.
Pirate.
Um, I personally have become like in the last year, I became a huge fan of Odyssey, which was the Egyptian. They're in Egypt, the pyramids, and the story of that was awesome. We had Cleopatra and Caesar and all of that stuff. Spoiler alert: you actually get to carry out the initial stabbing, uh, which brought on the betrayal of Caesar. In that, it's the violence is it's violent, but it's also very dope. It was very dope. It was messed up because I instantly knew, not that I'm a history buff, but I do. History was maybe my second favorite subject, and especially when we talked about like Egypt and like Greek, Greek times, Greek mythology and stuff like that. I liked that part. So when it came to the betrayal of Julius Caesar, I knew how that story went, how that went down. And in the game, when you walk into that room with your assassin, you're actually the chick, and you walk into that room and you see everybody sitting like standing around and there's Caesar in the middle. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to start the fucking betrayal of Caesar. It is about to go down. I walked right up to him and clicked the action button and we started it. I mean, walked up, she had a little hidden blade, and just jabbed him one time. And then you saw the rest of the people of the council like walking in and they were just shanking him over. Boom. Then the next dude, boom, boom. I was like, yes, I just fucking betrayed Caesar. This is dope. So, but Assassin's Creed did get 8 out of 10. I'll have some more information on it to see exactly what graded well, what they thought could be better. I'm sure there's some little glitchy things here and there because it's launch season, and launch season is full of glitchy things like my glitchy mic right now. So look out for that. I will be talking about that because 8 out of 10 is still impressive. It's still an impressive thing. So there is that. Outside of that, oh, Division Update 12. Lots of new gear, a new gun, which, by the way, Tyler, and yes, I had to call you by your name because there's a gun. It's a PDW, but it's classed and listed under the assault rifles. That's a thing. Yeah. And there's like 3 or 4 new exotics, and all of the gold sets are literally geared towards skill builds. Everything in this whole update that they're adding is geared towards skills. And there's some ridiculous buffs, like stupid ridiculous buffs. I know for a fact there's a set, and I don't remember the name, but I know there's a set of gear that you get that literally will let you it'll let you reset the it'll reset the cooldown like every 3 bullets when you hit somebody with bullets in the middle of a cooldown. It's stupid. I when 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 I was reading it, I had to read it like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, wait, what? And you have to read it, and when you read it, it's confusing. But then when you look at and he explains how it does. It literally is like it eliminates the refresh. It says it has a 30% chance of doing it, but if you play that game, you know that 30% chance happens quite often because that 30% it gets you there's so much shooting and there's so much going on to where that 30% is like it's a matter of seconds where it's like, oh, it's time for 30%, and it'll reset 30%, 30%. It's ridiculous. So that's a good thing that's going to happen with Division. Like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, I think 4 new exotics. There's a holster, a chest piece, a backpack, and a gun at least. As far as exotics, and there's, I think I counted 3 full sets of gear. I think 3 full sets of like 4 pieces of gear that you could put on, and the tier 6, for the overcharge and whatnot, it's gonna be stupid. Like it's not gonna make any sense. There's a few more weapons that aren't exotics that they have that also affect uh skills. There's one that stacks it almost works like the memento but in a gun, and what's the best way to describe it? The memento backpack is pretty, it can be OP at times. There's a gun now that works like that backpack, and if you put it with this particular set that they're getting in this too, it almost damn near eliminates cooldown period as well. Like you throw a skill, use it. By the time it starts to do the cooldown, if you're using this weapon and this set, it'll like count down maybe 3 numbers and then won't. It's done. It's time to reuse it again. So there is that. So that's something to look out for. I do believe it's supposed to release. If it hasn't already released, it's supposed to release in the next couple of days. So look for that. I'm gonna play it and get some more time with it at some point, um, and bring back some more info on it. Make sure it's what it should be. But it does sound really, really, really good, um, especially for people that like to play skill builds. So if you're into that, if you do play the division, let me know in the comments. If you've played since they did title update 12, let us know how everything worked. Let us know how you like the guns. If you didn't like the guns, if you like the new gear sets, if you hate the new gear sets, let us know. Let us know what you think. And if you got a new Xbox or a new PlayStation, let us know in the comments if you are having problems like a lot of people are having. I've seen so many videos of the Xbox making the clicking sound with the disk drive. Like people put a disc in there and like it sounds like cicadas. If you live in Texas, you know what a cicada is. And it makes that clicking sound. That thing, it clicks that fast. It is ridiculous.
A
It
cicada.
sounds really bad. It we call them locusts, but cicadas, but it sounds really, really bad. So if you have had problems with that, let us know in the comments. I'm curious to see how many people actually got consoles and it did that. I saw
Funny.
tons of videos. So let us know. That's about all I got. I'm gonna transition over to and change up the speed and go talk some anime and some comics with my boy Snake. I know he's got some stuff. He's always got some stuff. It's always good stuff. So I'm gonna let him take it away. Appreciate y'all.
It's funny that we call them locusts when they're not anywhere near a locust.
They're not. They're cicadas. That's what they're called. But
Locusts are
we've
just
called them.
grasshoppers. So
Yeah, we've but growing up, they told us they were locusts, and they're not locusts. They're cicadas. But I get what you're saying. I grew up calling them locusts.
yeah. Tomato.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how locust and cicada that don't even.
No, I ain't talking about locusts. I'm talking about cicada and cicada. Damn, I now you just messed me up with what I was saying.
Cicada.
All right.
Cicadas. That's what.
Cicadas, and cicadas.
Whenever I was growing up, that's what they kept saying. It was like they would call them cicadas. And I was like,
the cicada.
and then I heard cicadas, and it's like one of those things. No, those are cicadas.
They are some ugly some bitches too. Let me just let y'all know that.
Things dive out
I
of
watched.
you.
Yeah, bro, they'll get you. And they're
I watched The Flash, and the bad guy on there, and in the comics, as you should know, his name is. So therefore, they are cicadas.
We know it's cicadas.
Yeah.
So that means you can't say cicada or tomato.
Cicadas. It was one of those things where cicadas.
I got you. I get it.
Mingo
No, we can't get it. We can't get it. We can't get it.
He's trying. He's trying.
He is trying. He's trying, and I'm not mad at that. Try on, man. Try on.
There's this week. There's a lot of comics that came out. If y'all want to go and see the full list, it's leagueofcomicgeeks.com.
Yeah, League of
and they always post like the new comics, how much they are and everything, and the date that they're coming out. There was a lot from DC and Marvel, Skybound. There's IDW Publishing. There's a lot of comic that came out. Boom Studios. they're the ones that were doing the Power Rangers one that I just talked about last week. But there's uh, tons of comics that came out just this week. Like I'm like, wow, they're really pushing. So uh, they have all. I mean, it's hard for me to just go through the list and try to pick some to talk about, like because there's Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, X-Men, Spider-Man, like G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, Doctor Strange, Punchline. Um, like they
G.I.
just
Joe is interesting.
going. Iron Man, huh?
G.I. Joe and Iron Man are interesting.
What?
Well, G.I. Joe, I think that's for like a select group of people. Iron Man, not so much. I mean, Iron Man's Iron Man, but G.I. Joe, people watch the cartoons, but the comic, like I think that's a select few people that like G.I. Joe. So I think that's interesting. It interests me. I mean,
There's quite a bit, like more than
well,
what.
I know there's quite a bit of comics, but I'm saying
Why are you hiding your face, man?
people. I had to get off camera for a second. I'll be back, bro. You get to see this pretty face. It's okay.
Anyway, but like I said, there's Hellboy. There's even Kick-Ass comics. Like I mean,
Yeah.
Star Trek. I mean, there a lot came out this week. So anyway, like I said, if you want to go and see the full list, see if there's any comics on there that you're looking for. It's leagueofcomic.geeks.com. If I can remember, I'll put the link in the description. So, other than that, so after comics, basically, Demon Slayer's still kicking ass. They're still breaking records. So I'm curious to see how far they're going to take that. Like they're starting to build. They're beating Harry Potter. They're starting
That's
to beat Harry
impressive.
Potter.
That is very impressive.
So
Impressive.
They're climbing. A new piracy battle has issued. Basically, how they did Kisame. Well, now there's a new one. It's NISA, NYAA. I've never been to that site, but it is one of the bigger ones, kind of like Kisame. And there's issuing some cease and desist orders. I mean, it's a battle right now. They actually released a statement saying that they're not just going to go away, like Kisame did and everything. That they have some stuff that basically like they're going to send their stuff to another sub thing, I guess, to kind of wing its way down type thing. I don't know, but they're in that battle right now. So I mean, eventually, I think the piracy thing will eventually kind of win the battle. Like they'll win over the privacy eventually. I think piracy, not privacy. Because I think that's kind of coming to an end. But I mean, there's always going to be a site somewhere. Seven Deadly Sins. They are. I think the main season is coming to an end. But they're getting apparently going to get a sequel. There's a manga sequel coming in. So it's like I think they're trying to rotate into this new. I think that they want to finish off Seven Deadly Sins and start with this new spinoff or sequel version. So that keep an eye out for that one. The Attack on Titan manga is coming to an end. They're finishing. They're about 1% away from ending, is what they said.
That's crazy.
There's some new mangas coming to the Shonen Jump app. So if you have the Shonen Jump app, and expecting they usually have a post because I have it and I've been reading up on Dr. Stone. I'm I'm just like reading. I trying to get caught up on that one. That way I can switch over to other ones that I want to finish. But they usually have like when you as soon as you log on to the app, it'll tell you like new or things you should see, you know, like suggestions and stuff. So keep an eye out for those. I don't know if y'all, I never personally knew this guy. I've heard about him. But it's XXX Tentakai. I'm
XXX Testastio.
Pistachio. There you go. I was a tongue twister on my.
Yeah,
Pistachios?
yeah.
Anyway,
See, everybody does it.
So apparently, I mean, you know, he passed away, and apparently he was really big into anime. And
Bro, he's
on
huge.
his Instagram, on his social medias, he was always posting about anime and his favorite animes and stuff like that. Apparently, they are making an anime for him, of him, with it. So I don't know if it's official, but it is in the talks. Like they showed some screenshots of him drawn out and stuff. So it might be a dedication version for him. The last thing I was going to talk about is the spoilers we got for the episode 66 of Dragon Ball Super. So we're left off last was, you know, Moro he absorbed into the earth. He was the earth now. Like, so, and Goku's kind of at a point where can't really do anything. So in these latest ones, again, we'll have the full version, courtesy of the DBZ hype at over off Twitter. They post these spoilers, and we'll have the full one closer around like the 20th. So right now we got the pictures, you know, like it was just kind of screenshots of before they're edited or not edited, but words. The script
Dubbed.
translated. God, my brain. So at first we could just see what was going on. We didn't know what was going on. So now we actually had a synopsis this last time of what was said and what's going on. And basically the gist of it is basically Goku's still fighting Moro. Like Moro's like bringing hands out, like trying and punching him. He's blocking everything, but Varys actually thinks that he needs to step in. He goes to step in, and Whis gets a call. Basically, they gotta go see the Grand Priest. Apparently, I think that they know that Maris has faded away. So they have to go explain themselves. So, and what's badass was when Whis jumps in and to tell Beerus that, hey, we got to go. And he's telling Goku how he needs to kind of defeat Moro, right? What he needs to do. But what he was doing when he jumps in, Moro's like punching at Goku with basically making hands out of the ground and stuff, these big hands. What's badass is that Whis is his just showing how strong Whis really is. Now he's stopping Moro's big ass hands and shit with one finger. Just flop. This one finger, like Goku's having to like block and like use his feet and everything, like to stop all this. Like he can't just loop one. Like he just stops the hand and just continues talking to Goku like, hey, you need to go for the jewel on his head. Like, we gotta go. So he basically tells them, and then they dip out. Then he's still trying to, while this whole thing's going on, Moro is the earth, and the entire time is slowly absorbing all the energy. So even from other people, are getting weaker because of he's absorbing everybody's energy and stuff. Then at the last panel that we see is Vegeta coming in. And he's yelling at Goku to get out of the way, you clown. So basically that's going to be really awesome with Goku if Vegeta actually gets to come in and handle business, you know. So hopefully they show it this time. We just got a couple panels. I don't know if they're going to show more after that, or if that's going to be the gist of this chapter. Hopefully we get a little bit more with this chapter than this. So if not, then we'll have to wait another chapter to see what Vegeta does. So hopefully we get some of him actually fighting in this one. But that's really all I had. You have anything else?
That's dope. That's dope. I can't wait.
I'm gonna get the principal Saiyans to fight. So yeah, that's it. No, I'm excited.
Piccolo to get up and do something about it. I'm tired of him.
Like, yeah, I mean, something. Maybe he merges with, I don't know, because theory, Piccolo is still the guardian of the Earth, right?
No, Dende is.
Oh, he's not anymore? Yo, Dende.
Yeah, Dende.
Piccolo's never been the guardian.
That's right, yeah.
Kami was.
See, I thought, I don't know why I'm thinking that after he absorbed him, he still had that power.
There was a whole, he had
when
to
Kami
separate and do all the things.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
When Kami went and they actually absorbed with Piccolo, that's why they had to get Dende.
Mm-hmm.
They needed a new. My whole thing
absorbs with Dende, and then maybe that, I know. Well, I mean, that would take away from Goku and Vegeta, but you know.
Nah, bruh, they ain't gonna have him.
I mean, just to give Piccolo something to do.
He would have to go and absorb everybody on Namek and everybody in the other Namek from the other thing, just to get to the toe of Vegeta. Like, I'm just saying.
No. Like, hear me out. I'm not saying that he can beat.
Like absolute for real God mode Goku and Vegeta, really.
No. I'm not saying he could beat Moro or anything. I'm just saying, like, because I'm trying to use he's in the Earth, he's the guardian of the Earth, so maybe you have some type of power over it, so he fuses with him, and then maybe because he's like, oh, I'm of the Earth, boom, boom, or whatever, and then Moro gets popped out and say, how'd you do that? Well, I'm the guardian of the Earth, and then Goku's like, thanks, Piccolo, boom, 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 bam. I don't know, give Piccolo something to do. It could work. You can actually write that in there.
Give him some shine.
Nah, bro.
Just give him something.
Just stop.
Just boom. He probably, you know.
Yeah, you're hurting yourself. Stop.
I like it. I think it's good. That's not a bad one.
No,
that's not that bad.
No,
it's not that
trust
bad.
me. I want Piccolo to actually come up and be on that team, to be right there with them. Like, still be, he's not going to be right there beside him, but be like the next in line almost, you know. But
it's like the Batman, you know. You're like,
they're gonna have
do this, and they're like, oh.
In order for that to happen, they're going to have to do something major, and that for the moment they're not focusing on Piccolo. Hell, they're not even focusing on Gohan. So it's just, speaking of, I don't know if y'all watched the previous episode, but I went and looked at the manga, and man, they met. Why they did this, I don't know. the Tournament of Power in the manga is entirely different than what was on the manga on the anime. Like literally, like this is on some multiverse differences. Like that's how multiverse, like it's so different. Like stuff that Kale was doing and taking taking people out in the anime, Vegeta was doing it. So it's like, wait, what? Like there was certain battles that Kale just did when she was going berserk that they made the Z fighters do. So it's like, why? Like the manga, bro. If y'all haven't watched it, y'all need or read it, y'all need to go look up the manga and see and look at the Tournament of Power in the manga. That is dope. Like that would have been badass to see animated. Now I understand in the anime they want to go focus on Goku, so that's why they did what they did. Like the surfing Kamehameha, that didn't happen in the manga.
One of the most epic moves of all time.
Did not happen in the manga. Kale, when Kale and Khalifa, Kale and Khalifa, when they merged to Kefla, they didn't get taken out by Goku. Ultra Instinct. Gohan took her out. They actually took each other out, but that was a battle that they did, not Goku. Goku didn't fight Kefla fusion. And I think, man, it would be so much. It would have been so much more badass. Like I like Goku, but if Gohan was the one that did the surfing Kamehameha, to me that would have gave Gohan that much more like, oh, my boy is back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it actually makes sense for Gohan to think of stuff like that too, because he does have like a tactical mindset, when in battle, like he's thinking, he is smart. So that, like, if you really think about it, Goku thinking about surfing on a Kamehameha, like, doesn't too much fit. Goku's not like a thinker like that. I mean, he's like a dumb thinker. Like he just kind of tries shit. But at the same time, like if they would have just kept the fight the way it happened in the manga, and then just if they wanted to add in the surfing Kamehameha, they could have had Gohan do it. Like he could have still got knocked out. Like I'm just saying, give him some shine. Like that's all. That would have been so dope. It would have been so dope. Like you never even seen the candy cane beam in the manga. Like she never shot that out. Like so. But if they wanted to do that whole thing, which that was the epic, I just wish they would have done it with Gohan and kind of kept it how it happened in the manga. Like, bro, when she went berserk, when Kale went berserk, super like Broly, she took out 4 or 5 freaking universes by herself. By herself, she was just going, and they were flying off the stage. It took the entire Pride Troop to gang up on her to weaken her enough. They almost kicked her out, but then they Kaba put the earring on her and pushed her back in, and he sacrificed himself. Anyway, that's how they were able to control her from the legendary state. She didn't just calm down like in the manga, like she just calmed down and like controlled it like instantly. That didn't happen. They added that in anime. In the manga, they had to put the earring and have them fuse, and Kefla was the one that kind of had that controlled down overkill. Like it would have been. That's how they should have done it. I have no idea why they did it the way they did in anime now. Like, I'm just blown away by the differences. That's why I like reading the manga and watching the anime, and also watching the English dubbed and subbed. Like, because there's so many changes everywhere. So it's literally just like reading the Harry Potter books and going to watch the Harry Potter movies. There's differences. So it's the same way with anime and manga. So read your mangas. But anyway, rant's over. So
Okay. It's okay.
But other than that, if y'all don't have anything else, we'll go ahead and end the show.
I do have one thing. I have one thing.
What's up?
So this is from the mind of one of my children. So she said, if tomatoes are considered a fruit, does that make ketchup a smoothie? Right? See the pondering on his face? Like, I had that same moment. Comment section, like, subscribe, answer the question. Does it make it a smoothie? In theory, it's fruit.
Good job.
It's a fruit.
Good job.
Does it make ketchup a smoothie? He slow clapped. He slow clapped your deal. I think so.
I mean, it's more like
no. I mean, I was impressed too. I was like, huh.
That's nice. I like that one.
That says thought.
Yeah.
Some thought. Anyhow, I'll let you wrap it up. I just had to ask that question.
All right. Well, again, thank y'all for coming out and hanging out with us and getting nerdy. Always remember, if you stay nerdy, you won't have to get nerdy. We stay nerdy.
All the time.
But we always get nerdy.
Yeah.
But remember to go to YouTube and like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to share. Look us up on Facebook. We have some other Instagram social medias working on getting up and running and everything. But remember, just comment that way, let us know what you want to hear about. If there's something that we haven't talked about, comment to where we can get out and look it up and talk about it. Like, even if you want to come on the show, let us know. We'll get you into one of these spots.
Hey, this is the time, man. Y'all get in now because we got some big things coming. Not gonna say what it is. It's got to be a surprise. But
just saying, watch out for season 2.
Yeah, bigger and better, more nerdier. It's gonna be bigger, better, and nerdier. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what?
Yeah.
All right. We'll catch y'all next Saturday. Stay nerdy.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.